All right. All right. Right, man. I'm a, I'm starting with the Nasdaq first and foremost this morning. You know, I, I transitioned from the ES to the Nasdaq. So I'm gonna start. We're gonna go. Start Nasdaq, hit ES, and then we could hit we will spin the block and go to the hood, and then you know
Nasdaq, the big dog.
Nasdaq is where it's at, bro. Yeah. So, but today is the 13th. Let's go. Hey, bro, look. I just want to share this with y'all, man. I'm gonna share today the 13th. Today is October 13th. So today marks a year
Happy anniversary, yeah.
that I've been out the post office, bro. But anywho, it's not about me. Let's get to this chart. Let's go to the weekly.
Nah, nigga, you ain't but my bad, y'all recording. But no, congratulations, dog.
Congratulations, dog.
It's been a year, bro. A long year too, man. I got more gray hair than a little bit now.
All right, happy 1 year, my guy.
But let's get to this paper. All right. So last week on the Zoom, we talked about the market going higher. Um, I think I think I think this high, this swing high right here was our price target. We didn't quite get there. So I'm still under the impression that the market wants to go higher. I still want to see how we respond to this weekly gap and also the daily gap when we go back to it. But this is the weekly. So we just go to the weekly for direction. We don't go to the weekly for trades. So I'm still under the impression that the weekly is still bullish um until we meet some opposition as far as um are we going to use this gap to reverse here or continue to the highs, the all-time highs, this swing high here. So that's what I got. Going into the week, we're gonna have a short week this week, Tuesday through Friday. Um, Most times, based on my experience, when we have a short week, the market tends to be a little bit more volatile the next 2 days. So Tuesday and Wednesday, the market tends to be a little bit more volatile. So especially if you're trading futures, just be careful. Um, you know, keep keep your head on a swivel. So let's go down to the daily, bro. Right. So last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, um, we spoke about the market kind of pulling back a little bit. It did. I wanted it to kind of come back into this gap that's in discounted range here, but it didn't. So what's really happening, and you're gonna be able to see it on other time frames, just outside of the daily, you're gonna be able to see it on the other time frames that we just kind of like consolidating a little bit. I do believe that a big move is coming. But I'm also on the spectrum of coming and clean up this gap first that's in the discounted range, then going on a run because I think the market's probably going to run going into the that political stuff, the political climate and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna get into that, but I do believe the market is gonna run no matter who wins the election.
And then the
But
Trump be going back into crazy shit.
so so with that being said, fellas, we are inside of this daily gap. Y'all know how I feel about this gap, bro. So um we got a swing when we have a swing high that's inside of a gap. Let me draw it out for you so you can see it. A swing high that's inside of a gap, that in my opinion, that's bearish activity because what we have above this swing high is liquidity, right? So when the market seeks liquidity, and it's a reason why it's just consolidating down here. It didn't take it out. For whatever reason, it didn't take it out. So it's consolidating down here, collecting orders, however you want to view it. I think when we take this high out, may even fill a gap, we should reverse down to the discount of the range. And once we come down to this discount of the range, this internal liquidity, I think then you could take this internal liquidity external to the high and probably create a new high going into the elections and all that good stuff, right? So with that being said,
Yep.
let's go down to the smaller time frames. Let's go to the 4 right quick to see what we got on the 4.
It's like she
I
going back
d-
to
I
the top.
I I re- I think hold on, let me see something. Yeah. So y'all remember, so when we from the Zoom last week, so we had this gap or whatnot. No, this is no. This is last week. This was last week's price action. We kind of did hit one of our price talks this high right here, but overall, we wanted, to see if we was gonna get to this one, right? We didn't. So now, if you look at the 4 hour, all we're doing is kind of consolidating. We traded into this gap, pulled the liquidity out of that gap, took it to this high right here. You see that? So it's really not much price action. It's really not much movement to really write home about. I mean, there were trades to take last week, but in the grand scheme of things, we just consolidating.
Inside of a
This is
range.
inside of consolidation. Then we got this consolidation down here. So it's just the market is, for lack of a better term, we're just collecting orders right now. And the first move, the first move out of this consolidation is going to be, manipulation, right? So that's why I'm saying I'm hoping that we trade back into that daily gap that's in discount. That's your manipulation. You pull that liquidity, and then you off to the races to the upside, right? So, with that being said, bro, last week I didn't really trade much last week. I know I took a sim trade yesterday, but the price action wasn't as ideal as I would have liked it to be or as clean because what we had FOMC minutes, we had that Wednesday, then we had CPI and we had PPI this week. So the market really wasn't, especially Friday. Like if you didn't catch that window that we talked about last week, that window between 6 and 9:30, if you didn't catch a trade in that window, you pretty much watch paint dry for the rest of the day. So it's like when that 6 o'clock a.m. to that 9:30 a.m. window, when the market is kind of extra volatile and it's giving you good setups and good price action, like I said last week, I believe that's the best time for you to take a trade. Unless we have news in the afternoon, like FOMC or something like that, that's going to probably, give the market a little juice to move. And, but from my experience, the evening sessions have been like watching paint dry. You do get some nice price movement on certain days, but for the most part, the afternoon sessions just be like a wash. And it's probably setting up for the next day. But let's go down to the 1 hour and see if we have a trade set up. So now on the 1 hour, you can see it even clearer, the consolidation, right? It's not doing anything. Now, I'll say this, my Ninja Trader didn't update. So I think we closed at 204.50. But up in this area somewhere, that's what we closed at Friday. But if you look at this, it's just consolidation, right? So it did offer you some nice trades, if you were patient enough to wait, like, this gap, traded into this gap, took that liquidity external. This is the swing high here, took that liquidity there. That was a nice trade to take if you wanted to take that. But all in all, if you're looking at these candles, it's really nothing to write home about. It's nothing to trade, right? So it's just consolidation, move, consolidation, move. You know what I'm saying? So it's no expansion going on. The market is not expanding in no shape, form, or fashion. It's just consolidating. So I think like we talked about last week or the weeks previous, when you have consolidation like this, you can find trades, but the key is to not be there for long. So if you say, okay, well, I see a trade that could give me 20, 30 points, you take that trade, you can get out the market. Don't try to sit in the trade and think that the market is about to take off and run, because it's not. When the market is consolidating, trust that it's consolidating. When the market shows you what it wants to do, then you go with another move. Then you're like, the market expanding to the upside. Now I believe that we could go. So don't try to be first in line. Just don't get to the party before the DJ get there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be at the party when the DJ setting up his equipment and he playing all the throwaway songs. You won't get there, when the people get there. That way you don't have to be first. You could be, right in the middle. Party start at 9, you get there about 10:30, you good. You ain't missing nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, that helps me with my patience in the market, not having to feel like I got to trade every day or take this or take that. Because all in all, I'm gonna tell y'all, I probably say this every Sunday, but I lost enough money in the market for everybody. So I'm just speaking from experience. Like you don't have to trade every day. If your setup don't present itself, don't force it. It just, if you see the market is consolidating, let it consolidate. If you know how to trade consolidation, if you skilled and know how to trade it. Take your 10, 20 points, get out the way. You don't look for the market to reward you with a 50, 60, 70, 80 point move, because it's consolidating and it's showing you it's consolidating. On each time frame, we looked at from the daily down to the 4 hour, down not a 1 hour, right? This is your range from high to low, right? So all we doing is playing a little ping pong. That's it. So going into the week on, like I said, I think the market is going to open tonight and close at 11 tomorrow morning. At 11 tomorrow morning or something like that. I'm not sure. I don't have the specifics on that. I'm gonna have my information guy look that up for me. But this is what we got, man. So going into the week, I don't normally normally I have a trade, but like, look, this is what I'm looking for going into the week. I'm still looking for the market to be bullish. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I want a nice pullback first. So last week we got a little pullback. This is the pullback we got right here, I believe. We got a little pullback. It wasn't nothing. But as we talked last week, overall we were bullish, right? So if you have that confidence in the market going higher, you can find trades. Like you just need to know what direction to trade in. So we talked about the market being bullish, the market based on the information that the market gave us last Sunday. So we talked about that, and basically the trades that presented themselves to me that were the most profitable were trades to the upside, right? So even though we didn't hit our our weekly objective that we talked about, our price talk, we didn't hit it yet. We're consolidating beneath it for whatever reason. Now take that information and use it however you want, right? Because the price target was I think that weekly high or the daily high. Let me go back to it. This high right here, I believe that we wanted, and we just consolidating right beneath it for whatever reason. And so in my opinion, like I stated earlier, that's a sign of bearishness, because we consolidate under here, we trade above this high, pull this liquidity, and reverse. That's what I would like to happen. Take this liquidity, reverse, bring it down to the gap that's in what? Discount? What we doing discount? We buy, right? So we sell premium, we buy discount. We don't play in the middle. We don't play in the 50%, we don't play. We don't know what you're doing. So discount, we buy anything from 30, 23%, we buy. Premium, 61.76, we selling it. So we consolidating in premium. All right, now these are breadcrumbs, right? These are the breadcrumbs. I'm giving y'all, these are breadcrumbs. So the market is kind of showing his hand on what it wants to do. Because if we could go a little deeper, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go a little deeper. So last week, this red candle on the daily, right? This was Monday's candle, right? A small pullback. We wanted more, but this is what we got. Cool. Tuesday, right? Next candle, we closed above the previous candle's high, and the body. So now that becomes a what? I'll wait. Wait up!
What
Anybody?
you said?
So okay, I'm gonna start from scratch. So Monday, this red candle was Monday's candle, right? Small pullback, nothing to write home about. Tuesday, very next candle. We swept the low and we closed above the high of this candle. So now this red candle now becomes a what?
That's an order block.
That's an order block. That's what. So
That's an order block.
that's so look. So look.
That's an order block.
That's the niggas in the back of the class, boy.
Yeah, that's definitely an order block.
So look. So this is how it go. Closed above it Tuesday, Wednesday. What we did Wednesday came, touched the order block, and got out of there. It's simple. Now, this is what I mean by the breadcrumbs. Now, this daily high is inside of a fair value gap that's in premium. It's a reason why we consolidating below this high. It's a reason. So this, if you take notes, if you journal your trades, if you journal your setups, like I do, just write it. And if you don't trade it, just pay attention to what happens if we sweep this high and reverse, and then look at where price goes after that, right? It might not come all the way down here, we don't know, but just journal it, because then you could come back to the Zoom next Sunday and be like, Mike, you was wrong. The market just kept going high, and I could be wrong, but from based off the experience that I have and what I kind of the little bit that I do know about the market. This swing high and the consolidation beneath it means that once we sweep this high, the market is going to reverse. Okay, so this is your all-time high. Like I said, this is your all-time high. Now the market could be like, you know what, we're gonna come get this high first and then do whatever we want. Now, just like we spoke about the ES last week, if the NASDAQ trades, once the NASDAQ start trading at or near all-time highs, I'm staying out the way. Because you know how the market get when it gets to those all-time highs, it trades kind of janky. And the ES was showing you that the last 2 weeks. So once the NASDAQ get up there, it's going to show you probably the same type of price action. It's going to be funky. So that's why, I'm more so on the spectrum of, hey, consolidation beneath the high. We're going to take this high, take it down to the low. Brian Day, I'm going to put you on the spot right now, brother.
My bad, your sister talking. What'd you say, dog?
What?
I'm gonna
I ain't going out with myself.
Nigga.
I'm gonna put you on the spot right now. So, and I know you've been watching a lot of videos. So I'm gonna put this line right here, this low, right? This low. Hold up, my bad, bro. This swing low right here. You see this 1 point where my cursor is?
Yes, sir.
So this swing low is above a gap that's in discount, right? I just want to know if you've been doing your homework or not. I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I'm gonna put you on the spot.
I'm here to learn. Go ahead.
So this swing low is above a gap that's in discount. So from your research or your expertise or your homework that you've been doing, because I know you've been doing a lot of homework. What would you call this? What, like, in your eyes, what would you think this would be a setup for what?
What that swing low is?
This swing low. So you got to swing low. I'm gonna give you all the context clues.
You
right?
talking about what price is?
No, I'm
currently,
talking
right
about
price above it.
I'm talking about. So look, you got to swing low here. I'm talking about your price was to return here to this area. So you got to swing low here, right? It's above a daily gap that's in discount. What would you call that? Like, what would you be like looking to do in this situation?
Prep for the up.
And then go down and go up.
Go down and go up.
I mean, it's going down and get it, but I mean, I'm looking at new week open gap too. They got more below that.
They got more below that, right? So you probably saying about 50% of that gap, right?
Yeah, no, it's definitely consequent encroachment. Yeah.
All right. So look, this will be with our partner ICT calls turtle soup. So this will be your turtle soup, right? So you got to swing low above a gap that's in discount. Gap has not been touched, right? So you know how the saying the wicks do the
Do the
damage,
damage.
the body
Right.
tells the story, right?
Right.
So we could wick into this gap, sweeping this low, sweeping this the low of the high of the gap, 50% of the gap, and get up out of there.
Yes,
So this
sir.
is what I'm saying. So I'm just trying to open your eyes to other stuff that you might not be, you might not be privy to see, or you might not be paying attention to, or it might not even be on your radar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't trade this. This is not my trade. But it just give me more confirmation of, okay, we could just trading to this gap is probably gonna be the springboard to push us higher. Because it's a reason why we never came back to this gap. We left this liquidity sitting here for whatever reason. And then we consolidating below this resting liquidity that's up here.
What are the possibilities you think is going and turning that into the inversion gap though?
It depends. Now, I don't, if the market inverts this gap, then you know where we're going.
Right.
But if not, I believe that we're probably gonna touch it and get up out of there.
I'm just keeping in mind they got new week opens, new days open below that, and
Yeah, they
those
got a
are
lot of
stronger.
liquidity down here.
Right. Those are stronger in terms of, at least per what he's saying,
Yeah.
those are stronger than your regular inefficiencies.
Yeah.
Your relative equal lows, relative equal highs, like they're stronger. New days open and relative equals, they're stronger than just the run of the mills, order blocks, whatnot. So I keep that in mind, because if it is almost like that, if this then that kind of thing.
Mhm.
But
That's all it is if this
right.
happens, then I'm gonna do this. And if
Right.
then I'll do that.
But now, if it don't inverse that gap, I'm just gonna buzz down to the 1 minute, find a place to get in.
Oh Lord, have mercy! That boy talking about. Oh my God.
Oh, listen, that's how I'm learning. So it don't look strange to me no more, dog. Can't even front.
That 1 minute gonna get you, boy.
15, 1 and 15 seconds. 15 minute, 1 minute, 15
15.
seconds.
You be on a 15-second chart?
That's
Ooh,
listen. Both us over here. That's how we learn.
I ain't gonna lie, he's different.
They look the same. I promise you, though.
He's
They look
different.
the same.
I'm patient enough to wait for my setup to happen on the 3 minute or the 5 minute. I'm out, bro. That 1 minute, I didn't got cooked so many times on that 1 minute. So
listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I stick to my 25 points. I didn't pass the combine. I'm on to the PA, and I'm working that. And it's been, as long as I wait though. If I ain't patient,
that's the name of the game. Patience pays.
I promise you, that's it. Like, if I ain't patient, I take myself out.
All right. So this from the daily perspective, you got your daily range here, high, low. You got we in premium right now. We consolidating in premium. These are all the breadcrumbs that like this is stuff that you probably wouldn't think of just looking at the chart. But we consolidate. What's the reason why we consolidating in premium? Right? So we consolidating in premium. We still have resting liquidity above this high. We got liquidity, still have some liquidity inside of this gap. Because notice that when we tap this gap with this candle, we didn't go too far. Like we didn't distribute any price down to the discount, but we still back in the gap when we consolidating. That's bearish activity to me. It's bearish activity to me. So with that being said, going into the week, just from a daily perspective, I'll be looking for us to sweep this high and kind of like start distributing price to the downside. Right? I'm looking for price because you got all this resting liquidity down here. You got this liquidity. You have this, all this. That's what the liquidity is outside of the all-time high here, right? And this swing high too. So you don't have much liquidity. You have liquidity up here. Don't get me wrong, but most of the majority of the liquidity is beneath us. So the market, we all know that the market is looking for liquidity. Whether it be resting liquidity, internal liquidity, that's what the market moves for. It's like playing Pac-Man. It's looking for the liquidity. Where's the next liquidity that has the most quote unquote people at? Where are the most orders at, right? So if you're looking at the market right now, I would say personally that most of the orders are down here. Because once a market creates a low and starts trading in the opposite direction, people are joining the market. More and more people join the market. And where do they put their stops below? the low. So you got resting liquidity here, you got resting liquidity here, you got this internal liquidity here. So that's, to me, this eyeball in the market, that's where the liquidity is. The market is going to seek that liquidity, reverse in whatever direction that it seeks it first, and go in the opposite direction. And we know that, right? From, we've been talking about this on the Zooms for the past, 6, 7 months. So it's like we know what we're looking for as far as the liquidity, whether it be a swing high, swing low, whether it be order block, fair value gap, what have you. That's what we're looking for. So we go down to this for
Sensei, I got a quick question, bro.
what you got, brother.
On that daily, and I know you just switched, but on that daily, right below that gap, the candle one of that gap, or whatever, A or whatever, I'm not sure how you call it. But anyway, that first candle, that volume imbalance, how much of that you factor into that? And even if you go lower, there's another
volume
volume
imbalance.
Yes, sir. There's another one on the daily. How do you factor that into, like, if you go?
This is how this works. This is a great question. I'm glad you asked that question. So the volume imbalance was created between these two candles.
Right.
So all the market had to do is come reprice.
Right.
It repriced already. See that?
Okay.
So
I got you.
But I'm gonna say this. That's a good observation.
Oh, I see the wick. You know what? I ain't see the wick. I see the wick now. That's
a good observation, because eventually, guess what the market we're gonna have to come put a red candle.
Sell side, right? Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like the liquidity. That was a great question, bro. I'm glad you asked that question. So that's why I'm just, that's why I'm harping on most of the liquidity being beneath us, not above us.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, but when you have a volume imbalance like this, so a volume imbalance is when two candles are printed next to each other, but the bodies don't touch. It's just wick. It's a volume imbalance. So the market repriced that with this candle, put price in there. But naturally, Winston, we know there's going to be a red body candle next to this eventually.
Right.
This, even here, we got to put a candle body next to this wick eventually. So that was a great question, bro. I'm glad you brought that up. So, this speaking from a 5-minute perspective, and I was just speaking about how price really wasn't cooperative after the 9:30, 10 o'clock window. So if you just look, all right, so you got London Kill Zone, we consolidated coming out of that. We had PCE, we had PPI Friday. No, did we? Unemployment claim. One of them, whatever. We had one of them. So we had that. There was the news candle right here. So even after the news candle, let me walk y'all through this, right? So this is how I process it. Because I come to the market about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. So you have your London Kill Zone, you got your consolidation outside of London Kill Zone. So to me, when I see consolidation outside of the London Kill Zone, to me, I'm looking for the manipulation now, because we're gonna manipulate in one direction, whatever direction it's gonna be. Once we manipulate, I'll be looking to trade in the opposite direction, right? So consolidate. Now mind you, this is the 5-minute chart. And I'm just walking you through the sim trade that I took Friday, because I wasn't willing to risk any real capital Friday, being that Friday is normally my worst day trading for whatever reason. I can't get right on Friday. So, if I don't see an immaculate setup, I'm not trading it. And two, we had 2 news events last week, and the market kind of wasn't trading like I would like for it to trade. So let's just walk through the price action on the 5-minute right quick, then we could go to the ES, then we can go to the hood. So out of London, we consolidate, we create this gap, trade into the gap with the news, trade higher, wasn't willing to go any higher, right? So I'm just watching price action at this point. So I'm like, all right, I'm still waiting on the manipulation. So we start trading lower. I'm like, all right, cool. So let's squeeze the chart. So we manipulate lower. We sweep London's low, right? So I'm looking for us to come sweep this low, right? We didn't sweep it. All right, cool. So the market reversed. No, I'm just watching price action. So when the market reverse, we look for two things. We look for either a fair value gap. I'm sorry, I'm gonna add something to that bag. We look for three things. We look for a fair value gap in the opposite direction. We look for order block, or we look for an inversion fair value gap, right? So let me move this box right quick. Just so we can see the candles. So, come on now. All right. So this is the price action that I'm speaking of. Come out of London, consolidate, create a gap, trade into that gap, trade higher, right? So you could say, okay, well, we swept this intermediate high. All right, cool. We swept that, we reversed. So when we swept this, we reversed. So this candle now becomes a what? This green candle.
Order block.
An order block.
An order block.
So we swept this candle. This candle. So if you look at it like this. So one candle or a series of candles that sweeps a high, right? You could call that a price lead. You could call it whatever you want. But when you have an energetic move beneath the open of that candle, now you have an order block. So as you can see, the market traded to this order block now, not only once, but twice. And it traded lower, right? I'm not interested in that move. Reason why I'm not interested in that move, because last Sunday, we already talked about the market. We already talked about us having a bullish bias during the week, right? We had a bullish bias. So I'm not interested in short the market. For whatever, I'm not interested. It's a good trade, nice setup, but it wasn't enough meat on that bone for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna take it, because nah, I'm not gonna hold you. Excuse me, guys. Let me see something. I'm not gonna hold you. I would have loved for the market to come take this out, but it didn't. So this is hindsight. So we just speaking on what we seeing. This is not live action trading. This is hindsight. So it didn't take this low out. So when it didn't take this low out and it reversed, going into the market open at 8:30, I'm conflicted now. So now I'm just sitting on my hands. You got to be patient. So, and I'm gonna show y'all how crazy I am, because this is the sim trade that I took, but we're gonna get to that later. So the market reverses, right? So market leaves you this nice order block that's in the middle of traffic. Market manipulates, have you thinking it's about to sell, comes back into the range. Now, we talked about this last week. When you see a candle that opens up and immediately drops and then moves right back into the range, what does that tell you? What? Higher prices, right? So trade into this order block, got deep into it, closed here, started moving higher, right? Started expanding to the upside. So now I'm looking, okay, so now this blue line is a 1 hour high, right? If you don't believe me, I'm about to go to the 1 hour and show you. Because I already had it drawn out, baby. It's a 1 hour high right here. All right? See that? So it was a consolidation here. It was a 1 hour high. Swept it with that candle. Now let's go back to the 5 minute. Sometime today, computer. All right, so it's a 1 hour high. So now, okay, 1 hour, we swept a 1 hour high. Now my roaching tennis is up. Now I'm interested in seeing what happens after this. So like we talk about, when you sweep a high, whether it be 1 hour or 4 hour, or even a session low or high, you want to see an energetic move in the opposite direction. You don't want it to consolidate here and keep playing and then kind of trade lower. And you don't want that. You want it to sweep it and move, right? That's what you want. So we talked about on the Zoom last week, we talked about the market being what? Bullish, right? Going to the upside. So what I do in my sim trade, I take a trade to the what? Downside. You know why? Anywho, I'm just being honest. So this is the trade that I took. So we swept this high, we reversed, right? give me a gap. Y'all see this gap? A, B, C. This is a gap candle. It gave me a gap, right? So this is what I did. Not only did it give me a gap, it gave me a change in the state of delivery. So this was the price laid, these 1, 2, 3 candles that swept liquidity, even though it was the first candle that swept the 1 hour high. We reversed. We closed beneath this change in state of delivery. So I put a resting order here. I got picked up. So now this is what I mean by if your bias is overall bullish, you shouldn't stay in a trade of the opposite long. Don't stay long. Don't stay long. You see what I'm saying? So this is the 5-minute. So you get in this trade, and you know in your heart of hearts that the market is, we talked about the market being bullish. We talked about the best trades being to the upside. We talked about that last week. But a bearish scenario presents itself. So when a bearish scenario presents itself, don't stay long. Don't stay long. Don't think, oh, I'm gonna take this all the way down to these lows and we're gonna keep moving lower. No, don't do that. Don't, because now we have enough information to know, okay, we reverse here for whatever reason. We got a displacement gap. Then we got another gap on top of it. Okay, so the market is showing you its intention. We swept a 1 hour high. Okay, so now we're in the middle of kind of playing ping pong. So once we sweep this 1 hour high and we show we have an energetic move in the opposite direction, I'm interested in it. I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm interested in it. Because you know how I am. Sweep a high, create a gap, I'm taking it. But in this scenario, I didn't wait for the gap to get traded back into. I just traded the change in the state of delivery right here. So I took this. So now what's my price target, right? So now you're looking at it like this. I'm like, okay, so we got this gap. We probably gonna trade through this gap, but it's this gap that has the most orders in it because it's the gap that displaced us. It's a displacement gap. So naturally, your price target is going to be at either the top of this gap or the 50% of this gap. Now, if I put a fib on this gap, I promise you this is the 50% of this gap, or close to it. It's probably more so like close to the discount of it. But your price targets could be the 50% of a displacement gap or the top of a gap if you trade in the opposite direction of the overall bias of the market, because you don't want to stay long in these trades. You don't want to stay long because if you enter this trade and thinking that the market gonna come all the way back down here, and you know in your heart of heart that the market is bullish-ish, then you're gonna lose that trade. But if you see an opportunity, you be like, all right, you know what? This could yield me 30, 40 points right quick, and I could get out the way, then that's what you're looking for. So, and I'm just being like as honest as I can possibly be, because like I said, I didn't take any real trades Friday. I just took a sim trade because I just want to keep shooting, keep my jumper wet in the gym, because I kind of knew that I wasn't going to be trading Friday, because I didn't like the price action the whole week. Really, I didn't really like it, to be honest with you. It had some nice opportunities last week though, but it just wasn't. I knew overall in the grand scheme of things, we just consolidate. So I don't be liking to just risk my capital on consolidation, or like knowing that we're not gonna get no real clean moves in any direction, but you could get like quick little 20, 30 point moves. And that's pretty much all you need trading NASDAQ, if I'm gonna be honest with you. So you trade to the top of this gap or half of this gap, you get out the way, your price target get hit, then, and as you can see, like I said earlier, it was the rest of the day was just it was just paint drying. So when you have, like I said, between 6 a.m., this window between 6 and 10, those are your best opportunities to trade the futures market, especially if we have 7:30 news like CPI or whatever. We have 7:30 news, unemployment claims, non-farm payroll, all of those things that move the market. Those are the greatest opportunities to trade, because the market is going to present volatile conditions and it's going to give you setups that could yield you a nice trade, right? So even in, so back to this trade. So even with that being said, we sweep a high, we reverse, create a gap, we trade into that gap. That's my trade. That's my bread and butter trade. So that trade presented itself. But in my heart of hearts, I knew that it wasn't going to take out no lows. So if I enter this trade, where am I take it to? There's no swing low. I knew it wasn't going to take this low out. And I knew it wasn't coming down here. So it's just like once you get a good feel of what you're looking for in the market, you could probably be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna close the computer. I'm gonna go find something safe to do because this price action is not ideal. But that just comes with experience, comes with taking losses, it comes with trading consolidation and getting clapped. It comes with that. But you could listen to me tell y'all all day to not trade in certain conditions. You can still trade in it because why would you listen to me? So you're gonna gain your own experience and you can be like, dang, I should listen to that nigga Mike. But that nigga Mike said, don't trade today. Or he said, whatever. And I still was in there playing with fire. So, but even on a good day, like the best time to trade is between 6 and 10 a.m. in the morning, Central Standard Time. New York Standard Time from 7 to 11. That's our best time to trade because that's when the liquidity is coming into the market. That's when the volume is coming into the market. That's when the market starts showing you what it's trying to do. It starts showing you its hand. Be like, okay, so even with this situation Friday going into open, we got to open at 8:30 and we kind of continue to sell, but we don't really get no, like, we swept these lows, but I want you to come get this. We didn't, and we reversed and we traded higher, and then this candle and at 9 o'clock, because the 1 hour close, not 4 hour close, everything closed at a certain time in the market. You only get that, I think, 4 times a day, right? So with that being said, the 1 hour, 4 hour, 5 minute, 1 minute, 15 second, all that closed. 9 o'clock starts a new candle on the 4 hour, so forth and so on. So you get this manipulation to the downside, and then the market just trades right back into the range. So when you see stuff like that, you could expect higher prices because all we're doing is manipulating you into thinking that we about to continue to the downside. Because if you look at it, you could be like, man, we about to continue to the downside, right? Because you can look at it like this. This was the gap, but this was a gap that took us down to sweep whatever we swept to the left, wasn't much. And then we reversed, but we didn't close above this gap. So we didn't invert this gap. So this candle that opened and closed, this 9 o'clock candle manipulates to the downside. So in your mind, you're like, all right, cool, we're going to continue to the downside because we didn't invert this gap. We're going to keep going. But we manipulated you. And that's how the market makes money. Manipulation. The market is manipulating 85% of the time. The market is only moving with intent 15% of the time. Not 85% of the time is manipulation. And once you understand the manipulation, you can trade it. That's all the market is doing. Manipulating. That's how the market makes money. Manipulation. I'm gonna have you thinking we about to do something, hit you with this reverse. Uno reverse, draw full, give me your account, you blew it. So with that being said, so with that being said, we trade back when you see a candle like this. Because remember, I showed y'all this last week on a higher time frame. You trade back into the range, you can expect higher prices, and that's what the market did. So now the higher price that I'm expecting is a 1 hour low, because you see what this is: 1 hour buy side liquidity. Swept that, reversed, changing the state of delivery, traded to the 50% of this gap, and just played ping pong for the rest of the day. So it wasn't nothing to write home about after the 10 o'clock hour. And now you could find some good trades in the afternoon. Don't think that you can't. But it's easier to trade in the morning. And when I say easier, I mean not easier in the sense of I can make money easier. It's going to be easier to see what the market is doing and easier to join the party to take your trade, whether it be, whatever your bias is or whatever the market is presenting to you, right? So with that being said, we could run over to the ES. You see how naked my chart is on the ES? That's because I had transitioned to the NASDAQ. But on the daily, So from a daily perspective, this was the all-time high on the ES. Clearly, we traded above that, and we just consolidating. You know, we set a new high last week. On Friday, we just consolidating. I do believe that the setup on the NASDAQ is a lot more cleaner than it is on the ES, because you know how we above all-time highs, we just trading above it. So you know the price action is going to be what? Weird. It's not going to be true. There's going to be a lot of manipulation going on up here. So I'd rather not even participate in that unless you want to trade the fib extensions and that kind of stuff. If that's the type of trader you are, then you have it. But I ain't with it. So we gonna go down. We could walk down the lower time frames. 2 on the ES. If anybody in here trade the ES. Supreme. If he's still here. He might be working. All right. So same thing on the 4-hour as well as the ES. Is just I don't like it. It's consolidating though.
A lot of consolidation.
It's consolidating, and it's nothing. It's really nothing to trade. I mean, we did create this 4-hour gap on Friday. Still all in all, it's still nothing that I would be like, yeah, y'all, look, this is what I see on the ES, because if I would be lying to y'all if I said I like the setups on the ES, because we are trading at or above all-time highs. So the price action is not going to be clear. It's not going to be good. And I don't want y'all to risk y'all capital trading in that. And I'm not going to risk my capital trading that. So, you know, I'll watch what the ES does, but the NASDAQ, in my opinion, the NASDAQ is more proficient and is cleaner, in my opinion. So I'll just be waiting to see what the ES does. But I mean, this was a nice trade, you know, 1-hour gap, trade into that gap, 50% of the gap, take that to the high. It didn't get there, but you know, it's just not the PDRAs are not going to be as clean and as proficient when we're trading at or above all-time highs, because you know, when we do that, most times we're collecting orders to either continue higher or to reverse and distribute that liquidity to the downside. So, like I said earlier, you do not have to be first to the party. Just let the market show you what it wants to do, then come to the party. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to an all-white party when red. You just be patient. Just be patient and wait for the market to show its hand. And then once the market gives you an opportunity to join, then join. You know what I'm saying? Like the Soul Train line, you got to wait your turn. You can't just be at the end of the Soul Train line and then go first. It just don't work like that. You got to wait. So I'll be waiting for the ES to, if I was trading the ES, I'll be waiting for the ES to show me what it's trying to do. Either you're going to continue to displace to the upside on a higher time frame, daily, weekly, or you can just continue to consolidate and play ping pong until the move happens. And until the move happens, I wouldn't be willing to join the ES. You know, this is the 1 hour. I don't have nothing to write home to y'all about the ES. This is the 1 hour ES. This is the one. We can go down, go back to the 4. It's really nothing there for me to be like, yeah, y'all done. This is the trade. It's nothing, because like I said, I'm not gonna lie to y'all and be like, look, I'm gonna trade this, because no, we are at or above all-time highs. The market is not gonna give you the cleanest setups, so you're gonna be risking your capital on what ifs. And I don't want you to trade what ifs. I want you to trade with confidence and clarity to be like, look, this is what I see. This is what's happening. I'm taking this trade, right? And if you lose, you lose. So be it. But at least you did it on your terms. Don't lose don't lose your money based on the market terms. Lose your money or win your money based on your terms. This is my trade setup. This is what I'm taking, so forth and so on. And if I get stopped out, then I get stopped out. But don't just be like, oh, this, don't take them, this looked like trades, or I thought this was going to happen. Don't take them trades. Those, you're going to lose those trades. Even if you win those trades, you're going to lose psychologically, because you're going to always feel like, well, I thought trades going to work. It don't work. You got to have your rules, what you trading, how you trading it, and get out the way. Because if you don't, them what if trades start turning into what if I go work at Walmart and be a greeter, or what if I start like your trading psychology is going to be completely off, because you're not going to want it. Because even when your trade setup present itself, you ain't going to want to take it, because you didn't cook your brain cells taking these what if trades, or this looked like I thought this was going to happen trade, instead of being like, all right, look, we swept this high, we're reversing here, we got a fair value gap here. Once we enter this fair value gap, I'm gonna enter here for my stop loss above the high. If I get stopped out, then the market wasn't ready to reverse yet. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You don't lose no sleep over that. It's like, that was your trade setup. I got stopped out. Okay, so if you do that 10 times and you lose 3 times, you still batting 70%. I mean, what else do you want? But you just have to be patient enough to wait for your trade setup to present itself. And I know I'm speaking for everybody in here that trade futures, because I did it. I didn't press the button and got cooked. And then I had to ask myself, well, what was you trading?
And yourself said.
So I'm just speaking from experience, bro. I'm just speaking from experience. Like, don't what if trades gonna get you what if for sure.
Self, what are you doing, Self?
My thought trades, I thought this was gonna happen. Yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But that's why, once you learn about the market and be able to be like, you know what, look, this is what I see, this is what I'm going to trade, and if I get stopped out, then so be it, right? If I get stopped out, then so be it. Just like this trade, right? This swing, you sweep a high, you reverse, you got your gap, right? Boom, you take it, you enter your trade at the gap. You like, all right, I'm gonna take it to this low. It don't take out the low, right? So you gonna sit in this trade and watch it play ping pong all day? Or you can be like, look, I'm gonna just take my $25 and go. Or I'm gonna just take my $150 loss and get out the way. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be able to know what you're looking for and what you expecting the market to do. And you gotta know the backstory of the market. You gotta be like, all right, why would I take this bearish trade and the market is extremely bullish? So now you just wait for the market to give you a bullish setup on a smaller time frame, and you take that instead of trying to sell a market, trying to be the first person to sell. I sold this I sold it here at the tick, and then you see how the market reversed right there at the tick, bro. That's like a 1 in 1,000 chance. That's like winning the Powerball. It's not gonna happen. So don't try to do it. Just wait. You're not gonna. I promise you, you're not gonna miss nothing. You're not missing nothing. Because guess what? The market gonna be open the next day. You're not missing nothing. I'm telling you, I don't know who this for today. I lost enough money for everybody. Don't just press the button because the market look like it's trying to do this. Well, what's your setup? What's your setup telling you? Where's your entry? Where's your exit? Where's your stop loss? What are you putting all your, what are all your components for your trade? See what I'm saying? Instead of just being like, oh, yeah, it's bearish right here. I'm just gonna press the button in the middle of a candle. I've done it. Trust me, I've done it. When I first started trading futures, I used to do that, and I got cooked enough. But that just put a battery in my bag to actually learn how to do this. And now I'm patient. I wait for my trade setups. I'm even on Friday, like, all right, I'm gonna take a sim trade today. You ain't about to play with me today. Because that just comes from experience. When you lose enough, especially let me tell you how a bad trade on a Friday will mess up your whole weekend. Let me tell you, I'm just speaking from experience. If you take a trade and even, let's just say it's not your setup, you just pressing the button, right? So then you lose $600, and then you try to, of course, the colored person in you, I need to get my money back, right? So you're gonna take another trade, and you're gonna lose another $500. So now you go from down 600 to 1,100. So now you like, well, I'm about to snort a line of coke, and I'm about to go for it now. It's over. So now I'm gonna blow this account, or I'm gonna just have an extremely large trade, and then you take another trade, and then the people come on the screen saying administrators only. Now you pissed. So now you want to fight everybody. You're kicking your children in the back of the head. You're not feeding them. You mad the whole weekend. Nobody can figure out what's wrong with you. You mad the whole weekend, and then you come to realize like that. I shouldn't even took that first trade. Then when you go back and review the price action, you be like, damn, this price action was trash. Why was I even in the market? So then now you're beating yourself up about it, right? But you shouldn't have took the trade. So now you got to sit with that trade the whole weekend. It's not like you took the trade on a Wednesday and can come back Thursday and redeem yourself. No, it's a Friday. So then you got to sit with that Friday, the rest of the Friday. Saturday morning, you're gonna wake up with piss in your cornflakes. Sunday, you're gonna want to fight. And then Sunday evening, when the market open, you're gonna be sitting at the computer like a crackhead. Knowing that you don't trade that. Knowing you don't trade Asia. Knowing you don't trade that. But you looking, yeah, I need it. I got it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Instead of just being patient, going to Forex Factory, seeing what the news is, seeing your opportunities to trade this week. When should I trade? What should I not be trading? And just be patient and let the market come to you instead of you going to the market thinking that every day you come to the market you got to trade. The market not gonna give you an opportunity to trade every. It's just not gonna happen. It just don't work like that. Don't work like that. So with that being said, from a daily perspective, I went on a little rant right quick. My bad, y'all. So with that being said, I'm still paying attention to this daily gap on the NASDAQ. I would like for us to sweep this high in reverse. Granted that we already used this order block already. We used this order block already, so we should be able to trade through it, trade down to this swing low, this gap. I'm interested to see what happens here. Probably touch on this. We'll see. I'm interested to see what happens between these two PD arrays, the one in premium and the one in discount from a daily perspective. But I'll be looking for the market to kind of like reverse here and kind of give us some distribution to the downside going into the week. That was the NASDAQ. The ES, I'm not touching the ES until it shows me what it's trying to do as far as all-time highs and reversing or fib extensions and that good stuff. I don't trade fib extensions. So that's, the ES is kind of like playing in kind of like, playing on the deep end here. And I wouldn't recommend anybody risk any capital right now in the ES where they're trading at or above all-time highs. Because you don't know what the market is going to do. It hasn't really shown you yet. I mean,
Man, put that thing on that thing, bro.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Do it. The people want it.
No, I think Winston won it.
I mean,
I'm not
come
doing
on.
it. I'm not doing it,
Am I
bro.
not worthy of getting a drawing, brother? Just one?
Which you want it from?
No. Go to the extension.
Oh my goodness. All right.
You have to. It's
I
for the
don't know how to
people.
do that, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, bro. You gonna have to
Yeah. That's it. Click it. No, not that one. Yeah. Bottom. Yeah. The wick. Mm-hmm.
Where we going with this, buddy?
That red, yeah. Top of it. And then down. That leg down. I forgot what you call it. Why you should always do that, bro? That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
Uh-huh.
You need to catch the other end of it, yeah.
This one?
Uh-huh. And pull that down.
Man, what?
Keep going. All right, the bottom. And then bring that middle one back to the top. That would have been all good done. Oh yeah, keep going. Keep going. Higher. Okay.
Let's do it here.
Well, 100 at. Y'all mark that off on y'all charts if y'all doing ES. Those two numbers, 5877. Then they got 100 mark, Mike.
I'm about to try to squeeze it so I can see. It ain't even coming up.
No, slide your price on the yeah. On the right side. Yeah, pull it down.
There you go. 6,000.
Okay.
But look, so
Hey,
that's my price target for the ES, bro. After we rally, like after the elections and stuff like that. I think
yeah.
that's the price we're gonna rally to.
Y'all mark them two numbers on your chart. I ain't say trade at market. Sit.
But yeah,
Market.
man. So yeah, Winston, you won't handle the hood, bro.
I'm here.
All right.
I'm here. I'm here.
So we go to the hood, man. All right.
Appreciate y'all. Tasha, Tasha.
All right, bro. All right. Juju. All right, man. Hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. There you go, dog. You the host.
All right, how y'all doing out there in TV land? All right. Y'all see my chart? Can y'all hear me? No? Can anyone hear me? Yo, 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 yo.
Yeah, you good. That go to the chart right
You can
there.
see the chart? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we there.
There you go. Nell, you here?
Yep.
Y'all got any stock? Hey, I didn't see this, Mike. Dead this morning.
Tesla.
Yeah.
Tesla's still in consolidation, bro.
That was one day though. I don't know what happened.
Tesla in
And
consolidation.
Maul ain't seen. Oh, did Maul say something? That
No,
little drop off there. That bitch dropped 30 points in a day.
still inside of the consolidation though, bro. It ain't nothing to write home about.
All right, let's go to cookie butter. Spy, we got extension on Spy last week on a daily. We were waiting for it to close above here. We wanted to happen at the beginning of the week. It happened more towards the end. So I don't know if y'all got into the 585 because of the extension we was talking about, and it breaking the 61.8, consolidating above it. We were waiting for a break above or below 65 or 75. Closed above it, tested, took off. I'm looking for it to continue to give us the 85. We are not time makers, so hoping they can do it quick because they got time and if you're in the hood playing options. But 77, you get out of that trade if it go back down to like 75, which would be a red candle, taking out the low, then you might see lower price, but if we get 77, that'll be your next entry to the 85 if you're not in already with time. I'm thinking, let me go to weekly. Go to weekly. If we open at 77, I'm hoping we could hurry up, touch this candle, then just go up there. There's nothing to the left to look at. We got the extension on there. It's been playing fairly well, even on a weekly. When it broke here, broke the high, came back, tested it 2 weeks ago. It's trading up, higher high, higher lows. So that's the bias for the upside on SPY.
Yes, sir.
And this is all in line with QQQ, which is the NASDAQ, because we have not tested the high yet still. I think that consolidation come from this gap we had. Is a gap on the daily.
Mhm.
But I think on a weekly, so you see this gap on the weekly, about to draw it. You're not going to see it because this is a cheesy thing, but y'all look at that blue line at the top of the box we drew. We actually closed outside of that gap.
The weekly gap.
The weekly gap.
Mhm.
The gap I have on it is a daily gap, Mike.
Yeah.
And then this one I'm drawing out now is a weekly gap. We closed above it. So I'm thinking you get like either your candle to touch here at 88 or even possibly getting in at 90 to go take out that high, because we actually don't have, well, no, you got a little gap right here. I'm just saying for internal liquidity for it to grab on a QQQ. Obviously, we got 4 hour. We on smaller time frames, so they got a little stuff they could clean up. But on this chart, yeah, it could keep going just to sweep that high and then come down. And maybe this will be the internal liquidity that it leaves behind while it goes to test this and possibly go to 514, maybe. We have to see what it does when it gets up here. So, yeah, let me go to the daily. I showed you that on the weekly. Then you could tell me what you think about it. So this is the gap, but it came, filled it, one candle, go down, close back outside, and then it came back into here. And now it's tapping on it, trying to get out. Obviously, y'all know we all. Confirmation is close above 494.82. We could get the QQQ to close above that. Then I would be looking for the 503. Natural.
I'm more so on the train of it pulling back first and then going, because I think once it pull back, once it start going, that's it. It's gonna keep going and going and going.
Yeah.
But both two things could be true at the same time. So
definitely. I guess this would be our range, right? 94 to 79.
yeah.
I mean, can we agree on that?
Yeah.
So if it come down and close below 79,
you're looking for lower prices.
Looking for lower prices.
You're looking for that gap to get filled. I don't know.
Oh, down here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we go down 79.
Just like
tested. It haven't been tested yet. Either.
That's what exactly. That's just like on the NASDAQ on the NQ.
So
same gap, and it's in discount of the range, 38%. Yes, sir, ski.
Yeah. So
yes, sir.
That's the two big ones. I ain't gonna hold y'all. They got unless y'all have another stock y'all want to look at. So closure above 94. I'm going $10 out the money to 503, depending on when it happened. Week, 2 week contracts, the whole thing. Not if we do it Wednesday, don't get a Friday. Go to next Wednesday or the next Friday. Same thing to the downside. Close below 79. We looking for it to. That's gonna be a ride. I like that one.
Definitely
more meat on the bones.
Yeah.
So, what you wanted to take out this low, Mike? I'm sorry.
I mean, that's gonna be the first price target for sure. But then I'm like, I want this gap, bro. I'm waiting for that on the NASDAQ. So I'll be looking for that on the triple Qs too, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because there's a reason why, you know, if you go to the weekly chart, we consolidating below a high.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what's the reason for that? So it's like, all right, consolidating. Nah, let's go take it out then. Either we go take it out and reverse, or we retrace first and then head higher.
Right.
That's
Let me move this right quick so y'all can see it. And this is the weekly.
so if this happens.
Ah.
If this happens, then this. You know what I'm saying? Like you have scenarios to trade both directions.
And we're above this one.
Yeah.
Usually when you close above it, you go. But like Mike said, is daily wise, you go to the smaller time frame to try to get your entry. That is stuck in that daily gap. That
Yeah.
gap is probably this wick right here.
Yeah.
You got the little sweep already, a little bit higher than it. So it could take that sweep and start trading down. But we gave y'all the two numbers that start trading lower than this candle, 79, then probably gonna keep going down. But that's the sign that we could start seeing lower highs, lower lows, which means downtrend. Does anyone have questions? Y'all need us to go back to SPY?
Now?
Game started already, Mike.
No, I'm not. I'm right here.
Jaguars
I'm good.
in Chicago on. So you know we're doing with SPY right now?
No.
I can't hear him. He went on mute?
No.
No, I'm right here. You can hear me?
Yeah, you got the numbers on SPY?
You said what?
Nah.
Do you have the numbers on SPY?
We going what?
On SPY, do you have the
No,
numbers?
I know. What we doing?
Dude, you that mean no?
That mean no.
All right, write them up, Mike.
I'm about to write it down, bro. I gotta.
All right.
Okay.
Write them up, Mike.
Write them
Okay,
up.
go ahead.
Bro, what's wrong with this dude now, bro?
I was texting them doing a lot.
We know the game started, bro.
No, I was texting somebody.
Okay. We got a group text? I was texting the wrong people. All right, look. If we can get closure above 494 on a QQQ.
That's not cute. We going to SPY.
Now.
Don't worry about it. Don't, Mike.
All right.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, I'm gone. And if you won't know, go back to the Zoom. Hey, if you can get a 77 entry, Mike, oh, Lord. Now, if you can get 577 entry on SPY.
577.
Take a 585 for a week to 2 weeks from the day that 77 shows up.
Okay.
You're getting out of the trade if we go down to, oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Hold on. Yeah, you can write them up too, Mike. I don't know what kind of lead this is. All right, so look, 77.
Get out.
Yeah, no, 77. The entry is 77. And if we trade below 75, if you see that pop up at any time, then you're getting out of that trade. So if it's the next day, the following day, get you like a week to 2 weeks. If it starts to trade lower than the previous candle, you won't get out the way because it's probably going to reverse or take that theta and shake it all around and now your contract ain't working. So 77 entry for the 85.
577 entry. We go on a 585 call, week or 2 entry. Get out if it's 575 or lower.
Yes.
Perfect.
Appreciate you. All right, y'all good?
What about
that chick was talking to me in the back of the class, bro. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, bro.
Lee, get out my face.
He playing it. He acting too. Wow.
That's good. You want QQQ?
Yeah, give both of them,
Yeah.
dog. Because
All
whatever
right,
happens first.
QQQ. Since you got your pencil in your hand, bro, don't put it up.
Yeah, I'm spy. Okay, QQQ.
494. Closure above 494. Week, 2 weeks, same thing from whenever that happened. 503 is gonna be a target. I mean, if you won't go 504, because that's a great place to be. Nothing against Texas or anything like that. Small. But
Wait, I missed that. When say that again?
huh?
Oh,
I missed that. Say it again.
You missed what part, brother?
What
About the
the
503.
503? What's taking us there?
Oh, closure above 494. 494.82.
Okay.
So 495 closure. You get into a 504.
So let me ask you this:
Ask me.
where should we take a put at to bring us down to that 505?
What the fuck?
505?
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Write them up. Just fuck it.
Wait, you said if we get to
I don't-
494, right?
So where's 505? How can you go down to 505 at 494?
What I'm saying is, what's taking us down that far? What are we looking at that's going to take us down from where we at right now to almost 100 points?
Who?
To the gap?
No.
Oh, I'm tripping. This QQQ. My bad. I thought we was on spy.
He'll write them up.
Oh man.
Everybody that went to Kennedy?
I was looking. I'm like, what the fuck? Where the fuck is we dropping 100 points at?
Get the Kennedy boys.
Out of here.
They're in the class talking to each other, Mike. They said they was texting. They got their phones in class.
Man.
Write both of them up, bro. Both of them. No, this is QQQ we talking about, bro. So 495, closure above, you're going to 504. Y'all good with that?
Oh man.
Week to 2 weeks, same thing. And we looking for it
Need
to
me
go
to
try to
repeat it?
take out that high. No, y'all got to watch the Zoom bag. We about to go to the Blues and Barbecue Fest and Pontchartrain Square, bro.
Pontchartrain Square.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What is that?
Y'all
What
good,
even
man?
is that?
Everybody good, right?
We got it. So yeah.
Yep.
So all right.
Mike,
so look. So
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna say this. Before we go. Never mind. Y'all have a good day. Now,
Turn your cameras up.
now,
Yo, I'm good.
D-Boy, Maul, Lou, all y'all. Winston, especially Winston. I got something to say.
Man.
I got something to say. Don't laugh now. Don't make me laugh, man. Don't make me laugh.
Turn your cameras on.
Everybody turn y'all cameras on. I need to look y'all in your eyes. I need to look y'all in your eyes when I say this, man.
Cause y'all gotta work.
Say they're gonna have buku lights, buku brand new lights on. Go ahead.
Man. Turn your
Let's
cameras
see.
on, man. I gotta see y'all. I gotta turn your camera. Come on now, turn your camera on. Now. Come on, Maul.
I'm right here,
on,
dog.
I gotta say this, man. I gotta say this, you know. I need to look y'all in your eyes when I say this.
Oh fucking
Your
God.
camera off, dog. You gonna look
Oh,
at
yeah,
the
I
eye.
said no, it's not about me. You see what I'm saying? You're making it about the wrong thing. I gotta look y'all in your eyes, bro, when I say this.
Take them glasses off, dog. You can't have the glasses in class, dog.
D-boy be cheat. That nigga be cheating up the chicken in front of the class. Don't worry
D-boy
about
had that wall behind him. He always promoting. He
And
gonna
it's
get in
not.
front of the wall.
So look, bro, I'm gonna say this, dog. Winston, where you at, Winston?
I'm right here, bro.
Hold up, bro. Hold up. You turn your camera on, bro.
My camera on, huh?
No, Maul, where you at, Maul?
Ball at church.
Ball right there.
What's up?
They shooting dice in the back of the class, bro.
Y'all wow,
Hey, how
bro.
you turn your camera on for real?
I say, bro, look. So look, there it is. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. So look, bro. The only person that's not participating is Maul, but Maul, Maul with it,
And
Maul,
Ben Watt.
Nah, he right here.
but Maul.
Oh, that go tomorrow.
Oh!
And shooting dice. Get him.
You know what? You know what?
That shooting
Somebody
dice
get
in
It
the
was
back of the
supposed to
cage.
happen
somebody
like
get
this.
indicted.
It was supposed to happen like that, brother. So look,
Somebody get indicted.
bro. I look. I'm gonna say
Oh,
this.
what you sipping?
Oh, that lady got a booty on her.
All right. So
Oh,
look, bro.
my
This is what I
God.
wanted to say, dog. So
He looking at the substitute.
this is what I wanted to say, bro. Look, we've been doing these Zooms for about how long, man? About
Oh yeah.
3-4 years now.
Yes, sir.
Man, look. So I just want to look at y'all in your face and tell you. You hear me? Like Diddy said. I love all y'all niggas, man. You know what I'm saying?
And go
Love.
to Miss
I love
Gladys.
all y'all niggas, bro. I want y'all to be as successful as y'all can be in this market. D-boy, I'm gonna get you some Microsoft plays, dog. I'm gonna get you right. Nell, I need you to start listening.
I'm listening, dog. I'm trying, bro. I got a lot going on.
Ma, I need you to stop lying. You know what I'm saying? But bro, like real talk though, bro. Like this Zoom. This probably been one of the best Zooms. Not based on content, but just based on attendance. Because D-boy, especially the only person we're really missing is Ben. But I just want to look you in your eyes and tell you, you heard me? That I respect all y'all, bro. I love y'all, bro. I wish y'all the best. Nothing but success, dog. This is
Lead
the
out.
last. This the last quarter of the year.
Likewise, King.
It's the last quarter of the year, dog. I want y'all to be as successful as possible, wherever if it's in the market, if it's, painting houses, if it's building walls, whatever you do. If it's sports betting, you know what I'm saying? I want y'all to be successful, dog. So
What about the street cars?
street cars, all that, bro. Whatever you put your hands on, I want it to turn into gold, bro. You know what I'm
Nice
saying?
touch.
Appreciate
So
it, brother.
So with that being said, bro, it's
Pracho.
a beautiful Sunday, dog. I want y'all to enjoy your Sunday with your family, with your kids. Don't stress yourself out watching football today. Bengals fans, Saints fans. It's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? So so find something safe to do today, bro. Like, enjoy your family, enjoy your kids, do all that good stuff, bro.
Play some Frankie Beverly.
Put some Frankie Beverly on, drink your little cognac, you know what I'm saying, and enjoy your day, bro. It's a beautiful day. Now, that
I'm
nigga
listening.
Nell always outside somewhere, bro.
Oh, it might be all three of them
Walk
niggas together.
outside.
Yeah, bro. It might be all three of them together. When Kennedy reunion is? Let me find out. When is Kennedy reunion?
Man,
today.
but bro, yeah, man. So that's it, bro. That's it, bro. Enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday, man. Winston, I'm gonna try to get this Zoom to you. I'm gonna try to email it to you, bro, so you can post it on page.
Shit, appreciate that though, bro. Appreciate that. Likewise though, man. I wish everybody could see you, bro.
For sure.
That shit real though. I just finished manifesting that shit, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's gonna happen, bro. We've been
That's
at
why
this
he
too
was
long,
late.
man.
That's why
That
he
shit
was late.
real. It really was, but it ain't no excuse.
Yeah. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna stop talking. Like I've witnessed being in this group. I've witnessed the evolution of a lot of y'all in here, bro. Especially Winston, D-boy. I've watched y'all grow as men. Nell, I don't know what's going on with Nell. I still be praying for Nell, bro. But I watched y'all grow as men, as fathers, husbands. I watch y'all, bro. And I don't say much, but I just pay attention, dog. And I just want to salute y'all, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, brother.
That's love right
Likewise.
there. Likewise, bro.
So
Hey, bro.
For real.
Let me tell y'all something.
Dear parent of Alana.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm listening, bro. Go.
That's a wrap. Let's go.
All right. So yeah. So like I said, when I'm gonna email you the Zoom, and that way you gonna post it, bro. You're gonna have to probably edit this last part out because I know the masses don't hear us. They don't want to hear black people, black men especially.
We gonna highlight it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the name of this YouTube. Black men showing love. No Diddy in parentheses.
No baby all included. All right, brother.
All right.
Y'all be good, man.
All right, brother.
All right. Y'all be safe, bro.